Hi, Steve. How are you?
Well, how are you?
All right, Steve. I think we got you here. Hello, my name's Tommy. I'm board president. How are you?
I'm well, Tom. Nice to meet you. I'm Steve.
We have Heather, our property manager, over here.
Hey, Ian. It's this, the camera's up top.
Oh,
Sean,
Hey,
who I believe you know.
yeah, we've emailed and talked on the phone once, so yeah.
We have Esther here as well.
no, I'm Kathy.
Oh, you're Kathy. I thought you were Esther. I'm so sorry. I apologize.
It's okay.
And
Kathy
Jason
Mercer.
Holiday.
There we go again.
Great. Here's the cover. Well, hello. Okay, so I'll let you start. Can I steal this from you? Is this
Yeah,
one?
that's yours.
How are you, Stephen? What can you tell us about your company? How long you been in business?
Sure. So, yeah, I'm Steve Swartz. I'm with Florida Reserve Study and Appraisal, and we've been in this line of work for 15 years. Notable communities that we've done. We did the reserve studies for Fishhawk Ranch, CDD 1, 2, and 3, and then when they merged a couple of years back, we did the CDD Fishhawk Ranch CDD when they became one, and then we've also done the Fishhawk CDD 4 as well. So which kind of overlaps with the area where you guys are located. So we're pretty up to speed with the area and have good familiarity with the area.
Okay. What's this process look like for you, start to finish time frame?
Yeah, we're probably about 2 months. So from proposal acceptance, we'll usually get out to the property in within 2 to 3 weeks, and then the site visit, we like to have a kickoff meeting with the board or members of the board or the manager, any or all of the above. Yours is so large, it may take more than one day to see everything. It may not. We're pretty local, so it's not a problem if that's the case. So one, maybe 2 days of site inspection, and then it'll probably take probably a good month or so to get the reports over to you after that. Just compiling the data and going through everything, and just that your community is pretty large and complicated. It takes a good amount of time to go through.
Perfect. And you have actual engineers on staff that are going to be on site on the property?
Yeah, so it'll be myself and my coworker Paul, and we're both graduate engineers. We've been working together for more than 15 years, and Paul's also licensed general contractor too, so he's quite familiar with construction stuff. So that will be the staff that does the report.
Now, once the report's done, I'm assuming we get a paper copy and a digital copy?
Yeah, so what we like to do is at the first submission of the report, we consider that to be preliminary, and sometimes there's 2 or 3 versions necessary. So it's not a problem at all to make adjustments and revisions as necessary. Obviously within reason to the report, and especially a community this size. I mean, it's not likely we're going to get everything perfect in the first go round. So we take any feedback and then try to incorporate that into the next version of the report. So the first one we do through digital, but once it's finalized, whether that's the second version or the third version, yeah, then we'd be happy to send you a hard copy.
Now, is that digital copy, I'm guessing Excel, and we could manipulate the data if we want later, whether we want to do a 1 year for Phil?
No, I mean, the digital copy is PDF.
Okay.
So it's all based on that. Really it's easiest to make changes just either in the text of the report and then also just through the line items themselves, because one spreadsheet kicks through the whole report, where you make changes to that one part and then it's the ripple effect through the report.
Now, is there a way to get an Excel sheet finalized that we can manipulate, a year or 2 years later?
Yeah, we can do it. Yeah, because everything that's in the report, is ultimately Excel based. So
Sure.
yeah, we can do it.
Surprise. Now, he had initially broken this down, the $8,800 to the 4 service areas, and the master, which was helpful if you wanted to try to amortize the reserve study to the separate costs. Yeah, I thought that was helpful. I actually think that the service area should pay for their own darn reserve studies, don't you?
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm good. Anyone have any other questions for him?
Now, Steve, I mean, you sent over a sample to me at one point, but I don't know if you sent one over to Heather at that point. Did you have a sample report that you could shoot us if you haven't? And so they can see, I mean, they're pretty standardized these days. I mean, they're pretty long spreadsheets, but one of the things that I asked early out was, I'm accustomed to seeing 4 or 5 payment plans, at least 3 payment plans that we can choose from and adopt. Are you going to be able to give us, fast pay, slow pay, kind of options?
Yeah. So every report, we do it with inflation factors and then also one without inflation factors. So that's if you're on the pooled method. So that's 2 right there. And then I'm not sure if you're using component funding. If you're using component funding, then there would be another model. So that would be 3. So it'll either be, if you're on the pooled method of funding, it'll be 2 models. If you're on component, it'll be 3 models. It'll be the 2 pooled versions and then what you're currently on.
And I think we determined we are not on component at this point. Is that correct? Yeah. So
Yeah, so in that case, it'd be 2 versions.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, but in some of the ones that I did before, they would give us the 2 versions. That they would give us a fast pay, do an assessment kind of thing, and then we do one that was just a steady pay, and then one that's like ramp up slow and then hit them hard.
Yeah, that's exactly what it would be. So it'd be, one is kind of the slow pay that without inflation, just flat level payments, and then one it uses inflation with gradual step ups that track with inflation.
This is press free speech. This is at the core of where things went wrong.
That's perfect. Noise in the background.
Okay. I know we have, so Hannah on the line, Bert's on the line. Not sure who iPhone is, but does anybody have any questions while we're here?
I do not.
Julie extended his brand by hosting a chat show for Russian state television.
Okay.
Oh, what kind of, I'm sorry, I didn't think I heard what kind of professionals they're using. Could you maybe tell me a little more about that?
Steve? Oh, I think I muted him. Sorry.
I'm not sure if he heard me. I think you're mute.
I have him muted, sorry.
Okay, can you hear me now?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, somehow I got muted. So the staff will be myself and then my coworker Paul. We're both graduate engineers, and I have 15 years experience doing this, and worked with Paul that whole time as well. And then he also is a licensed general contractor. He has over 30 years experience in that. So that'll be the staff to do the site visit and the reports.
Okay, and I see the list of different properties. I guess this is right here that you've done. And how long have you done these particular ones? Just like recently, I suppose. I'm looking 22.
again?
I'm sorry, I think there was a interruption on my feed there. Could you ask the question again?
No, I was just looking at these one the experienced ones. You said these kind of are the recent ones. Is that my understanding?
Yeah, I mean, within the last couple of years, but yeah, I mean, we do quite a few large communities, quite a few CDDs every year. So if there's, you wanted the absolute most recent ones, yeah, I can get you those. But yeah, these are ones I just thought are relevant. It's some,
Yeah, Johanna, I think you may have came in right after the beginning there, but he did mention he had done quite a few of the CDs phases 1 through 4 over at Fish Hawk, main Fish Hawk.
Yeah, I'm seeing that now. I'm just sorry about my late arrival.
okay, yeah, no problem.
Okay, well, I don't think I have anything else for you, Steve. Thanks for meeting with us, and
Okay, yeah, nice speaking with you all.
this is something we're looking for doing probably next year. So we're
Okay.
our interviews now and gathering the information and trying to get some information on the process, and we'll let you know.
The good thing is
Okay,
you'll,
sounds good. Okay, thank you all.
Yeah, and if you could just send us an example of that report like Sean asked, that would be great.
Definitely.
Will do.
All right. Thank you, everyone.
thank you, Steve.
Take care.
Bye.
Bye.